So in today's video, I wanted to show you how to defend and basically what the title suggests. Now you can see here, we're currently in Division 4, basically getting into Division 3 very, very soon. The game's just come out. I was in Elite Division last year, getting 20s and O's and foot champs and much more. So I thought it would be good to do a video. Now I'm going to talk about the basic stuff first, about chemstyles and positioning. And then I'm going to talk about gameplay and do a live commentary. So let's head into team management here. And I want to talk about my tactics. Now, I've already done a video on this. It's on the channel if you want to check it out. But you can see here, tactics are different this year. So we've got ourselves, without the ball, it is a 4-3-3. Now, I've got Alaba, Garcia and Dani Olmo at the moment, and then the back line, as you can see. Now, with the roles this year, this is how it's different. You want to have two centre-backs, if possible, on Defender++, because that means you read there, a no-nonsense centre-back who excels at the basics of defending, including maintaining a defensive line. If you know what a defensive line is, it's basically keeping sure that you are dead straight, nobody's drifting off, letting players run through or anything like that. It's going to help you the most. And then your left back and right back, it honestly depends what you want. I'll get into a little bit more depth for them in a second. Now, that's when I don't have the ball. When I do have the ball, we switch into a 3-back with our left back and our right back attacking. So I need Garcia, who's going to be a deep laying playmaker. And then we have Alaba, who's my centre-back to play centre-half. And then Rudiger and Carragher are the two centre-backs left and right. Now, I've been playing this formation a lot. It is very, very consistent when you get into attack. So like I say, the full breakdown of the formation is on the channel already. I'll show you how to play it. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is chemstyles, and of course, much more. So we want to have the acceleration type on your centre-backs as lengthy. This means they get quicker and quicker over time as they're running. So if you hold down sprint, they'll just keep running and getting quicker, which means they'll catch up with almost any player that's available. With the chem-styles, you are looking for ones that are going to help you defend the most. So we've got a shadow here. Boosts up that acceleration and that sprint speed to 99 sprint speed and 79 acceleration, as well as boosting up his defending +8s, +12s, and much more. And that's the same for Carragher, the exact same thing there. The shadows are the best for the ones with the lowest pace. And then my left back and right back, because they are already really fast, I've gone for an anchor. So boost up the pace a little bit more. Also boost up the defending and physical. Now, these are a little bit different. They are controlled explosive. This is down to your own personal preference on left back and right back. Whereas Kyle Walker is mostly lengthy. Is a reason why he costs a lot more than Balde, for example. And again, we have gone for anchor to maximize that pace, boost out the defending and that physical at the same time. Now, with my midfielders, we've got ourselves Alaba here. I've gone for a shadow, and that's because of the role that he's playing with. As you know, he is going to be playing as a centre-half, which means a centre-back when we have the ball in midfield. And again, a shadow boosts up that pace and maximizes that defending for the role we're in. And then we have Garcia, who's our box-to-box, really rounded stats. We've gone for a shadow. Now, he doesn't have full chemistry because he doesn't have, basically because of the players I have around him, which means he doesn't get full boost on the chem style. So again, +4s on defending and acceleration and sprint speed, which is fine for me. Now, normally, I go ahead and drop in somebody else in the midfield here. Wanted to test out Olmo. I did used to have Llorente, who is also a very good shout, which I'll use for the example of the video because Olmo's kind of like new. I haven't used him yet. And again, I've got an anchor on him to maximize that pace, defending and physical. Because he has 89 pace, I didn't want to give him a shadow for that reason. So now we've got that, let's talk about a few things that we can do in game. We're going to talk about second man press, double man press, and of course, jockey the space. Now, I want to talk about that a bit more in the game. But if you don't know how to do a second man press, which I'll talk about a lot, you hold down RB or R1 on your controller. Now, remember, we are playing against guys that are Elite Division players. I may concede. It's normal to concede. Even pros concede all the time. It's down to manipulating mechanics of your opponent and also about how gameplay plays. And, of course, I'm doing live commentary on top. So let's have a look at my opponent's team while we talk about this. Now, a lot of things that I do is player switching. I use the right stick to player switch. So left, right, down, etc. So we've got quite a good team here. He's going to be playing the 4-2-3-1 formation. And he needs to be careful of that Nunez up front with a Hunter on. Means he's going to be as quick as he possibly can. Now, if we don't have the ball, show you second man press. So if you have a lie there, you can see at the bottom of your screen or the top of your screen, that little green triangle, not the Evo one, but the triangle underneath, is called second man press. I'm doing that by holding down RB and R1 while defending. So second man press Alaba, and then you can see there my Alaba's won the tackle automatically with the second man press, holding down RB and R1. You want to learn how to do that because the player that you are controlling will essentially give you so much more space to mark the passes, and the AI will do the rest of the work for you. So again, we're switching over. We're using our midfielder to come over. Second man press for Balde. Let go to let him run back in position, and then we come over. You can see they got a bit unlucky with the tackle, but we shut that space down with our midfielder. So we're using our midfield to control the middle of the park. And if he goes out wide, second man press, I need to switch, use the other midfielder to come over. He's gone inside, so I switch to Alaba, second man press, and he's blocked. And that's going to be offside. So again, we're constantly using the second man press to dictate where our opponent is going to be. With the player we're controlling, we're then controlling the space, which also helps us dictate where to go. And you can see here now we can go into our attack formation. Like I say, the full formation of how this works is on the channel if you want to use it. As we get ourselves our first goal, nice and easy there from a counter-attack, from really solid defending. And now again, from the kickoff, I switch to my midfield, see where he's going, and then we basically get a bit lucky with a bad pass from our opponent. Can't really defend that. Now, let's say you want to do the third and fourth man press, or sorry, second and third man press, as we call it. I'll show you how to do that once I don't have the ball. So let's say we lose the ball here. He's in this position. He's looking to pass. He's got nowhere to go, so I'm going to stand him up as I try to show you there. But I'm not tackling with B or circle. I am tackling with the left stick and holding down L2 or left trigger. Because that gets you in a jockey stance, which means you get so much more space as we absolutely destroy him there. A lovely bit of movement, great defense. We do ball roll inside, green time finesse, and very unlucky there. Now, second man or third man press is you double tap, blue triangles come up above the head. You saw there. This means they mark the passes. So if you want to defend the player yourself and not the second man, you double tap R1 or RB and hold it down. That will bring up the second and third man press. That's really helpful for when people are trying to do the classic cutbacks on you, or they're trying to cross the far post and you're marking the player at the bottom. I'll try and get you some examples of that. We're not trying to lose the ball too much. So you see, we've been caught out. We need to bring Balde back in. He switched in, and then we moved our position straight over, and then tackled instantly with the left trigger and the left trigger and L2 at the same time. So again, lose the ball. Using that, use the second man press to move. We force him into a bad pass, and then we just take our time and pass out, no problem. Again, left stick dribble to open up space. Got the ball in between, can't quite find him. Now again, we're going to move back, force him into a bad pass because our formation's so good. Lose the ball again, I immediately switch, second man press, and again, force him into a bad pass. By just using that second man press every single time, we're forcing our opponent into a bad pass and winning easy possessions. Now you can see here we've been caught out, so we've got to defend here. You saw there, if you rewind it back, I double man press instantly by pressing RB, bringing that second man to mark that space, and he intercepts for me. So the AI is doing a lot of the work. I'm just doing the standard stuff. The AI is going to be doing all the heavy lifting for me. Now, the more you practice this, the better it'll be for you in terms of the longevity of it, as we nearly get through there, very unlucky. But again, immediately switch, second man press to mark the pass, immediately switch again, pressing the left stick, or the right stick, sorry, to move the player switch in. I'm now controlling Llorente, looking for the pass, force him into a bad pass with my own player movement. Nowhere to go as we've been robbed here. Unfortunately, we might concede from that, as we don't, thankfully. But you see there, do a live commentary, you make mistakes. You don't want to be tackled with your centre-back there. Obviously, that's the rule of football. But let's say you're in this position here. Press RB or R1. Call your team closer. Get your centre-backs in. Let's move the players up. Then we get the space, and then we can decide where we want to play it. We can then turn if we want to. Then we can play back to Alaba, and now we've got ourselves the movement forward. Driving into that space there. Looking somewhere to go. No problem. Nunez robs us, but then we can do second man press. And he's already forcing into long shots. So he's already panicking. Can't decide what to do to beat us here. So let's go ahead and move up the field. Lovely little pass in. Straight into Llorente's feet. Fortunately, Llorente doesn't play to Kyle Walker, as we mentioned. Now, you can see there's the two defensive mistakes I've made. Lunging in really quickly, trying to force that tackle is the reason why you can see goals. I don't press the tackle button unless I really need to. Kyle Walker, as we mentioned. If you do that, that's what happened. So there's an example of what you should not be doing in defense. A lot of the top players never ever do that. I don't do that either. I got caught in a panic, didn't keep my composure, and I wanted to kind of show you as well at the same time. And that's the reason why. So let's go ahead and keep our composure here. Try and get a goal back in the game. Try to get a penalty there. So Balde's been dragged out. We're going to switch over to Llorente and second man press. You can see they're holding it. Let go as soon as he gets away. Now we're back here again. Second man press to force him over if we need to. Play the passes in. We've got Nico Williams at the top. The other Williams brother running in. We can take that touch in. We're going to have to go for an early shot. Good defense from our opponent. But again, forcing that pass out wide. No problem. Second man press with Balde. Now we're here looking for the pass. Good pass in. He's gone for a really good goal there. Sometimes you can't beat those goals. Power Shot Plus is absolutely broken at the moment, if you did not know. So again, second man press. Force him into that bad pass. There's no way he's getting that pass off in a million years. Win possession, got ourselves a counter-attack on, can't quite play the ball there. But again, setting up, Balde comes in, we mark the space with my own player perfectly. Going for that power shot again, as you can see there. The power shot plus is broken. Like I said, people in this division just manipulate mechanics that you just can't stop. I don't mind him finessing, but don't let anybody power shot plus as much as you can. He's obviously evoed his Nunes to give him that, and you can see there he's just abusing it. So just be careful with that. Like I say, you can't stop broken mechanics. You just have to do them back. So it is half-time. We're actually 2-1 down. One from showing you a mistake of not to do, and a power shot glitch. Nothing to worry about. If he's going to do that from one mistake I've made and using basically a glitch to beat us, I don't mind that because that means we are defending to the top level we possibly can. We do want to go ahead and win this game, though, so I'm going to make some changes to try and win the game. Maybe a little bit of less defensive footage. I might not be talking, so what I'll do is I'll make the tackle and then I'll talk about it afterwards on top. So you might see two cameras on explaining what I did and why I did it. But let's go ahead and actually win this game now because obviously live commentary at the same time just isn't the one sometimes. As we're already immediately through, Guerquez can't quite win the ball there, no problem. So again, we're just not forcing any players out. Salah is playing right mid for us in this defense, so we're going to bring him over. Second man press, control that midfield, as you can see there. If he's going to play that pass back, that's fine with me. Keep that pressure on him. We can switch back again. Wait for the bad pass. Good pass in. Now we're going to control our midfield. Trying to drag our players out again. Let him pass if he needs to. Then second man press that one. Mark the space. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to go byline. That's fine with me. I don't mind that. And there we go. He's offside. So we are using our second man press and we're using the left trigger and our L2 to jockey to keep our space from the passing. My job is to stop the passes. The second man press is to make the tackle and keep that pressure on him and just give him nowhere to go. So you can see that that's exactly why it works so well together. Again, it's made a bad touch. We forced the tackle. Fortunately, played the pass in, but we do win the tackle back. Then we can go straight into our transition into our attack, but a really good interception. But again, I'm controlling the winger, not controlling the left back, because I know he's got this through ball. And then what we're going to do is double man there to get Carragher to mark Nunes. You see at the top of the pitch. Cuts it back, no problem. And now Nunes is offside. So I use the double tap R1 and hold, or RB and hold. Man there to get Carragher to mark Nunes. And you see that Jamie Carragher's marking Nunes. So he couldn't cross the ball, and I can still stay with the winger and not let him cross the ball in either. That is a really, really important trick. If you find yourself being counter-attacked from an easy pass inside, that's how you're going to stop it, basically. And we have got the lead now. Now we are concentrating much more. I'm not doing live commentary on defending at the same time. You can see the difference. But again, he's gone for the immediate kickoff glitch, so we're going to mark there, and you can see there. Bit unlucky, and then the power shot plus glitch. That's what I'm saying with this. You can't stop it. Kickoff glitch as well. Like, you're going to concede these goals no matter what you do. We got very unlucky that Jamie Carragher didn't intercept with that tackle there. And then straight away into the power shot plus glitch. There's literally nothing you can do unless you move your keeper over. And even then, you're going to be very, very unlucky to save it. So you can see here what I was saying about people manipulating the game in this division. That's what you're going to get. Even the top 1%, the best players in the world, can't always defend that. There is a little bit of luck involved at times, and there you go. So that's just how it happens, unfortunately. You see there with Nunes with the power shot plus on his card at the bottom of the screen. Just very unlucky. If that's the only way he's got to score, then he's got a really bad skill issue in the future when they absolutely nerf that and it's not a thing anymore. But you can see there, Malabar, get a bit unlucky with the tackle again, but our left back's come over and covered. And now we can go for that attack that we wanted. And there we go. We take the lead in the 84th minute. Now we just need to defend. We're going to talk about defending in the last couple minutes here. See, got the kickoff goal. He's going to power shot it, but this time my keeper makes the save because it's further out. And the reason why he did that is because he knows the kickoff glitch and the power shot glitch together is going to give him that boost. Now, corners is a little bit different. You just want to head and select near post almost every single time. People just do the same thing, unfortunately. We get ourselves clean through here and a lovely chip through ball over the top. We do need some options, though. Keeper's come out. Terrible decision. And I've missed it. So there you go. Luckily, I'm not doing how to score in the top 100. Oh, sorry, the top 1%. Defending-wise, we're going to win that header. And we're just going to keep ball for a second. Just going to play it nice and slow now. Look to just see the game out. We don't need to attack. If the options come, the options come. But if they don't, no worries. Now, we lost our left back. I don't see the left back's come over, so I'm going to have to come over. Second man press. We're going to have to bring Alaba over that side because Carragher's there. So again, Carragher's going over now. We're marking the middle. And there you go. Easy as that. Not the best header out. We get away with it. And that's how you're going to defend those situations if you find yourself in them. Keeper's come out this time, and I do capitalise. And we get the winner in the game as well. So the only 3 goals that we conceded, one of them was a kickoff glitch into the power shot break and meta at the moment. The other one was a power shot meta, which I didn't realise that Nunes had. Again, keeping an eye on the cards. And then me doing live commentary. So again, doing really well to shut them down. And we'll show you some of the possession stats in this as we win our game here. If we go over to our performances in terms of match facts, you'll see here in defensively here in terms of defending, we managed to get ourselves way less standing tackles. Doesn't mean that we're doing better defensively. That means that we are not panicking. Because I don't press the tackle button, they don't count. You can see here, standing tackles 1, we only got 8 out of 22. But again, I'm using the left trigger and interceptions. Now, if we scroll down, I had 20 interceptions there, 1 block, 2 saves, blah, blah, blah. Nothing too crazy, but that is how you're going to improve your defending. Using the second man press and using the double man press. You will see how important it is, as well as holding down left trigger and L2 to jockey the space. You will be unstoppable in that defense. You will stop conceding so many goals. Again, the guy who did that to me was using 2 glitches to try and beat me. Still couldn't. Now, if someone has to revert to glitches, once they're patched, he's then not going to be able to use them. And I'm going to start keeping more and more clean sheets as we go through. But I also like to remind you guys that we are at the top of the top division at the moment. I know it's only Division 4, so if you're watching this in like 3 months' time, if you started off in Elite Division last year, you got put into Division 4. We've made our way up almost to Division 3 now, so we're nearly at the top already. But if you do have any questions, comment down below. And if this video has helped you, please let me know. And if you want to see the formation, it's already on the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.